After 10 long years, Star Fox is back. And honestly, I've never tried it before, so now seems as good an opportunity as any to finally play Star Fox 64. Specifically, without doing any barrel rolls. So what is?
Do a barrel roll!
You know, other than an old meme. Well, it's a key evasive maneuver available to you in this game. Doing a barrel roll gives you a period of invincibility against most projectiles in the game. As such, refusing to do it will probably make us a lot more likely to get hit, especially given that this is my first time playing this game series at all. And if you want to see the entirety of my first experience with this series, go ahead and check out the Let's Play channel, because I did a whole Let's Play of this challenge, so that's there for you to enjoy. But let's get started and dive into Corneria and see just how much trouble it gives us. Though first, I guess I'll check the controls, because this game of course hails from an era where you were expected to read the manual before playing. Now, could I have done the explicit tutorial that you can select from the menu? I guess, but I didn't want to risk barrel rolls being mandatory there or something, so straight into Corneria we go. It's the first level of the game, so a pretty forgiving environment to get a hold of the controls in, though I guess it's giving Falco some trouble. Look, I tried to save him, but didn't quite work out. And here is where, well...
Do a barrel roll!
Yeah, so obviously the game wants you to do barrel rolls here to evade the incoming laser fire, but as it turns out, you can just move out of the way. That brings us to this mech boss fight, which, barrel roll or not, is pretty simple once you take out its legs. Next stop, the Asteroid field. Honestly, it's not a bad place to be, because I doubt the barrel roll would help when crashing into asteroids anyways. But there are certainly enemy ships here to worry about too. Now, Peppy advises us to
do a barrel roll
in these sorts of situations, but with a bit of situational awareness, the strategy of always be moving works just about as well. Now, the boss fight is a bit trickier. The first part is a bit finicky, but not too bad. This part, though, I'm not sure if the barrel roll would have dodged these purple homing beams, but just moving certainly isn't going to do the job. Look, you can actually kill the boss in this phase within a few seconds if you focus exclusively on offense, which is just enough to survive. That brings us to Fortuna. Fortuna, totally not Hoth. Here we are tasked with defending this base when Starwolf shows up. Now, I did down 2 of Starwolf's pilots in epic dogfight. As for the base... I mean, you can't avoid all casualties anymore. In any case, somehow that's not a game over, and we are moving on to Sector X. Now, this is a place you would love to have the ability to do a barrel roll in. There are several portions with incoming fire from Olive, but I'm getting pretty good at my evasive maneuvers, if I do say so myself, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. This robot was a bit tougher, though. Mostly because its weak point is the only part of its body that doesn't flash red when it's damaged. Like, what the heck? If anything, it should be inverted. Anyway, that confused me a bit, so there was a decent stretch where I wasn't damaging the boss at all, but once you figure out where to hit it, and are getting the timing of dodging all of the attacks, it's not too bad. Unfortunately, regardless of our efforts, we did make it out of there short one slippy. Alright, rescue operation, let's get them, boys! For this mission, we're in the Landmaster, which is not nearly as good at evasive maneuvers as the R-Wing. Even so, as long as you aren't getting hit from one mine straight into another, it's certainly manageable. The plant boss, however, is pretty tough. He's got another virtually unavoidable homing attack, so if you don't defeat him in the literal seconds after the final phase starts, you're good as dead. But there is a weak point. It just so happens to only be exposed when he opens his ribcage to fire that laser. So, as they say, the best defense is a good offense. Don't even try to avoid laser and just focus your fire in the chest, and you can survive. Our penultimate mission is at the Bull's Defense Outpost, where we once again cross paths with Starwolf. Still reduced down to 2 members from the last encounter, mind you. And honestly, this whole mission is theoretically pretty easy, if you match the rotation of the station in the first half and actually focus on your objective in the second half. I, however, wanted to completely destroy Team Starwolf for cinematic glory, which took a while. But boy, was it satisfying when I did. Now our final step of the journey is at Venom, where...
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, that'd be real helpful, Peppy, but that's not what we do here. Our evasive protocol is always be moving. Now, I won't say I didn't take some strays, but the protocol still broadly works here. No, this golem is the real menace of this level, and I doubt a barrel would even have helped much. No fancy tactics here, it just comes down to an execution challenge where you're really having to squeeze through some extremely narrow openings. Now as for the Andros fight, that allows for some fancy tactics. And you want to use them because a lot of these attacks are borderline unfair. But as it turns out, if you relentlessly shoot his eyes, you can just stun lock him for basically the entire fight. So yeah, I just did that. And with that, we have proven that in spite of Peppy's insistence, Fox McCloud is his own man, and yes, it is possible to beat Star Fox 64 without doing any barrel rolls. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, there's more like this on the channel. Most of them are a bit longer though, but if you want to see the challenge in full, you can also, of course, check out my Let's Play channel, where, as I said previously, the whole challenge attempt is up as a Let's Play. And if you want me to try this challenge on the new Star Fox game, be sure to leave a comment. I'm certainly open to the idea if people want to see it. And be sure to subscribe because we've got a lot of fun videos coming up here. And of course, before I go, I must thank my patrons, especially my $15 tier patrons, Alex Ogling and Ashburn Says. But anyways, until next time, I've been CMeeCraft, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.